Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Peyton. This is my little corner of the internet, and I am currently a third-year dental student, halfway done, thank God. And I figured I would make a little video of 3 different ways that you can track your 2025 resolutions and progress. So I have 3 different ones for you. I have just regular resolutions and then breaking them down into monthly goals. I have a bingo card and also a vision board, and I'm going to walk you through all of mine because I did all 3 so I could show you. So we're going to start with the classic. The classic is your resolutions. And so what I do is I pick 6 different categories. So my categories are financial, health, content, personal, relationships, and school. And then within that, I try and pick 4 to 5 goals that I can focus on for the entire year. So, for example, my financial, I have 4. I have create and follow a monthly budget, save $2,000 for post-grad, sell all of my wedding stuff, and then start renting my wedding arch that my dad made for me. So those are the 4 kind of like financial goals. The biggest issue that I've noticed with just creating blank resolutions is that you kind of forget about them. 2025 is 12 months is a long time, and it's really easy to forget unless you're doing kind of like monthly, weekly, however you decide check-ins to make sure that you are really sticking to them. Otherwise, like, you remember your resolutions like December 1st and you have a month to do a year's worth of things that you came up with. So what I do is every month I break them down into goals that kind of help me to reach those. So for example, for January, for financial, I have that I want to create a first month budget where I just am kind of tracking everything. Then maybe February I'll go through and I'll say, okay, now I'm gonna look at capping my expenses for X, Y, and Z at this. So then you're kind of stacking all those goals. It's kind of like habit stacking, but like focusing on one specific goal. So that's like the main tip that I have in terms of accomplishing those resolutions that everybody creates, where they write just a big list of everything that they want to do. And all of the resolutions I came up with are kind of like, they kind of go off of things that are on my 30 under 30 list of 30 things I want to accomplish before I turn 30 in 5.5 years. And then also just things that I noticed in 2024 that I felt that personally I was lacking a little. Rather than boring you and going through my entire resolution, which is just about 24 things that I want to work on broken down into little goals, I'm going to go through my bingo card. So I'm going to put my bingo card up here. All of my friends and I are doing these. I think they're so cute and such a fun way to like incentivize goals, because that's my other huge piece of advice. Make sure that you have an incentive. Obviously, reaching your goals should feel fulfilling in and of itself, but if you're like me, I work well with incentives. So if I hit a goal, maybe like, for example, when I hit the $1,000 mark of the $2,000 to stick with the finances, maybe that's when I do a little date with Charles or something, you know, just like little things to keep you motivated throughout the process. But we are going to go row by row of my vision board, of my bingo card. And what's really cool is we sent these to each other, so then as we cross things off, like for example, my friend already marked one thing off her bingo card, even though it's only January 3rd, and she sent this cute video of her crossing them out. So that way, you know, you can kind of get the positive feedback from your friends as well. So I want to take a cooking class, which is on my 30 under 30. And I also included things that are kind of inevitabilities, because they do take effort on your own part sometimes, but also you don't want everything to be like some huge task that you have to accomplish. So my 1-year anniversary with Charles will be in October, at the end of October. So I figured that would be a good one. I want to finish my presidency for my ASDA chapter at school. I want to figure out post-grad plans. Even if it's not definitive, I want more. It should be definitive by the end of 2025. I want to do a girls' weekend. I want to meal prep every week for 1 month, and then hopefully that kind of creates like a habit that I can follow throughout. Summer camp reunion is a thing that all of my bridesmaids and Charles's groomsmen and I came up with, where we all just got along so well that we want to create like a reunion where we go on a trip every year, kind of like a combined bachelorette party, but we do it every year. So I think this year we're going to be kind of like glamping on a buddy's property where we're gonna have tents, but then also access to a bathroom. And then I want to, I recently got into running, so I would like to run a 5K in January. And also, new development, I recently found out that I am allergic to gluten. So I want to do 1 year gluten-free. That doesn't mean gluten-free every day, because sometimes like cross-contamination, that sort of stuff happens. But I want to not intentionally eat gluten for 1 full year. Selling my wedding stuff. I want to try a new workout class. I want to take all of our photos from the wedding and create wedding photo albums. Then we have our good old free space. I want to start and finish a crochet project, because I start a lot of projects and then I don't finish them. So I want to finish one no matter how big or small. I recently started hosting book clubs, and I want to make sure I host at least 3 book club nights, if not more. This year I want to read 75 books, which averages to about like 1.5 a week, which should be interesting. I'm already kind of behind. I feel like I probably should have finished a book already, but that's okay. I have my little spurts where I read like 4 in a week, so I think it'll even out. Charles and I want to get a dog, which Gomer probably won't love, but they'll get used to it. And then my 25th birthday, which is in August, I want to complete the 75 hard. If you guys watched last year, I did about 50 days of it, and then I went on vacation, and it really just didn't work out when I was on vacation, because it was like a work conference, so I couldn't get those workouts into my schedule. So that was a little bit discouraging to finish, like I don't want to say fail, but to have to stop it or pause it that far in. So I want to do it this year. We want to go on our honeymoon. I want to finish all my D3 requirements, save $2,000 for postgrad. I want to pass the INBDE, which is the written part of my boards, which I will be taking in May. I want to run a half marathon in the second half of the year, and I want to bake macaroons, because those are a naturally gluten-free dessert. And for those of you who don't know, I love baking. However, I cannot bake with my lovely new, well, I can, but baking is more of an adjustment with the lovely gluten-free development I've had to add. Okay, so that is method number 2, which is a really fun, like, interactive way that you can do it with your friends. You can make them as complicated as you want, or it can be as simple as your birthday. So I thought that was a really fun, unique way to have goals, but not make them super, super intense. And then finally, one of the things that I do every single year without fail is make a vision board. So I have my vision board that I will put up right here for you. And that includes so many things. It includes, up in the top right corner, we have pictures of the Camino de Santiago, which is where Charles and I want to do our honeymoon. I have pictures for the summer camp reunion, for getting a dog, for YouTube, for running, working out, backpacking, girls' nights, dentistry, just so many different things. And I always make that into my home screen for, like, my desktop screen for my laptop. So every single time, here, I'll even show you. Every single time I open my laptop, I am just greeted with this lovely vision board that I've created that kind of just reminds me of, you know, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And I think it's a great way to kind of just keep you on track and, like, create subtle reminders of the life that you are trying to create for yourself. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. Those are my 3 ways that I am setting myself up for success to crush the new year. Be sure to comment down below if you have any ideas or if there's anything specifically that you do that helps keep you on track, because I'm a sucker for any sort of planning, self-improvement, any sort of thing like that. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's going to be an amazing year. 2024 was seriously, I truly think, my best year yet, and I think it's only going to get better from here. So yeah, love you guys.